Well, hello everybody. Chris Profi, Musically Obsessed. I'm joined by a couple of guys I just happened to come across on the street. They look like they were into music. This guy looked like he was Ace Frehley. You know, this guy is tatted
Chris, I love your house.
on his arms. Yeah.
Your house is beautiful.
No, you know who these guys are. We got Jeff Witcher here, Vinyl Destination. JC from the flip side, Vinyl Community. And today we are discussing Kiss. We're just going to talk about Kiss. And the topic is Kiss has been coming out with these soundboard recordings lately. So we were kind of just talking and we said, you know, what would be some tours that we would like to see on these soundboard recordings? And again, like, it's not like we're rushing out right now to get these soundboard recordings. They're cool. But maybe if it was the right tour, we would say, hey, yeah, let's go out and get that. So, I don't know. I haven't even listened to the quality of the soundboard recordings.
They're
Are they good?
Yeah, they're definitely good.
Okay.
You can stream them if you don't want to buy the...
Yeah, so, I mean, I guess, okay, so I'll start. One of my favorite Kiss records is Unmasked. And I would love to have a live concert of Unmasked. I mean, I love a lot of those tunes. It's just like pop, hard rock magic. And to hear Shandy live would be really cool. So yeah, the Unmasked tour would be pretty neat to have.
Yeah, I think I might break down into tears if I actually heard Shandy live because it's such
Yeah.
a rare thing. And people are always putting down Unmasked, and I think just because they figure, oh, that's Kiss's, you know, they were selling out, or it was their disco era, or whatever, you know, reason they have for putting it down.
But the songwriting on that album is really, and they're just fun songs. It's a fun album. Like you put it on, and it just lifts your spirits. It's just a great album.
There we go.
And yeah, we want more love for Unmasked. I know there's a lot of people out there who like Unmasked, so let's get a soundboard recording of that live show. Weren't they touring for that album? Because I think they tried to tour it in America, and
they only did a couple shows in New York, but they did tour around the world.
Right.
So yeah, definitely. Did you hear what the next soundboard is going to be?
No.
It hasn't come out yet, but they're doing the 95 reunion tour, which I saw them 3 times on that tour. Now, here's the cool thing. When they do these shows, they do small batches of reproducing the concert shirts from that tour. So if you go on Kiss.com, you can actually see, you can buy the Alive 95 tour shirt too, and the new soundboard. But
I think they should update the cover. Like, I get the brown covers. Yeah. Because it's supposed to look like bootleggy, bootleggish, but I don't know. I think they should make the covers a little bit more eye-catching.
I think they should do because Kiss obviously is iconic. Their art is iconic. If I could have my wish, they would use the art for the tour shirt or the tour poster as the cover art. That would be my dream. I would actually, and I think Kiss, if you're listening, give the fans what they want. That would be incredible.
Or the tour program.
The tour program, exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Something from that era that's unique. And but Chris, my pick would be Creatures of the Night, which would be fantastic because it would have Vinnie Vincent, it would have Eric Carr. I would take Look It Up either. Mm-hmm. Either one would be just so fantastic to have that. That's a period that probably Kiss had a resurgence, but obviously they fell out of favor with Vinnie Vincent. There's a lot of animosity between those camps. Mm-hmm. So it'd probably be a difficult release to put out. Yeah. But, if they can make it happen with Ace Frehley, then they can make it happen with Vinnie Vincent.
Well, that's the other thing, too. What's great about Creatures of the Night is if you ever question whether Kiss could be kind of considered almost like a heavy metal band, Creatures of the Night is a heavy freaking album.
Yeah,
like,
with
that's
War
one
Machine,
of their that's one of their heaviest albums. I Still Love You is a great ballad on that record, too.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. So...
Yeah, well, and I'm not sure, my pick would be, and, actually Chris and I had talked about this before we started filming, would be, the early years, and I don't know that any soundboard recordings exist. I think the best you might get might be some radio broadcasts or things from back in the day, but, those first couple albums, the debut album and Hotter Than Hell, if you could have a soundboard or radio broadcast or just some live document from back in those, post Wicked Lester years, like when you said when they were young and hungry and people were like, who the hell is this? And they're wearing makeup and costumes. And I mean, a lot of people, I think, were probably frightened by the whole idea of seeing Kiss live.
And I have those, I don't know if you have them on DVD, but I have the Kissology DVDs. And there's live footage of them performing. And like you were saying, I mean, they were just, I mean, talk about a tight, heavy band. Kiss on those first 3 records were just amazing. And like you said, it would be great to have an early recording of them, that young, hungry, heavy show.
Yeah, I would love it, man. It would be must buy, no doubt. You know, anything before Alive to me is just sacred. It's just And the good thing about the Soundboard recording, guys, I know you haven't heard them, is they're not doctoring them.
Well, that's what I was just going to say. Even if it's rough, like, I'd be into that. I mean, we all know the stories behind Alive and Alive 2. Yeah. They, you know, doctored it up,
but
whatever.
It adds to it. I think it adds to it. The way that they, you know, made the explosion sound like a cannon, it adds to Alive. It's part of the chemistry of that album. I wouldn't change it for anything in the world. I don't care that it's a studio recording. They sound fantastic.
Well, Kiss kind of broke that pattern because you had 3 studio albums, then you had Alive, then you had 3 studio albums, then you had Alive 2. And I understand, you know, the 3rd studio album and the next, you know, batch would have been The Elder, which they didn't tour. But even, you know, Creatures of the Night could have been that 3rd studio album, because I would have loved material from Dynasty, material from Unmasked, material from Creatures of the Night, you know, and have like an Alive 3, which, I mean, you can't go back and, you know, change time or whatever, but still, you know, something, you know, like from that Creatures of the Night could have encompassed those, you know, albums.
That Alive.
Yeah, Alive 3 should have come out, like, earlier than it did.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the other thing is, I was thinking of Crazy Nights is one of my favorite Kiss records. I think Josh pulled it out here, actually, too. But I would love to hear, you know, a Soundboard recording of that tour.
That would be incredible. Yeah, definitely. I would take it. I mean, I love Kiss Alive 3. I know a lot of people hate on that album, but I love the non-makeup years. To me, they're just fun pop music. I know, I hate using that word pop, but it's fun music. And so I love Kiss Alive 3. Just, you know.
Did they tour Carnival of Souls?
Nope. So they never toured The Elder. They never toured Carnival of Souls. There's, I don't believe there's ever been a song played live from Carnival of Souls. The closest we came is the band Union. They did play Jungle, I think, on their tour. But no, Carnival of Souls has never been played live. Kiss has played World Without Heroes. It's on Unplugged.
It's on Unplugged.
So there has been instances where they've played it. They've played Shandy many times, especially in Australia where it was a big hit.
That's what I was, Australia.
But we've, in the U.S., and that's one of the reasons why I don't go see Kiss anymore, not because of believe it or not, it's not because they've added in these piped-in vocals. It's because they keep the set list so similar. It's like, I've heard these songs a million times. If they would break out a Shandy or break out a Crazy Nights or a Reason to Live or anything.
The Oath.
The Oath,
yeah.
Give me anything that we have not heard a million times. I mean, you can't keep paying for a band to hear the same songs over and over and over.
Well, the other thing, too, is, like, myself being a performer, like, if I had to perform the same freaking songs every single night, and I had to make sure I stood on this part of the stage because the pyro's going to go off over here. I don't want my hair blown off. And then, okay, Gene's blowing his fire, and freaking, not Ace, but Thayer. Now his guitar is going to be smoking and shit. I love that, but like you were saying, let's spice it up a little bit. Let's play some other songs.
Right. Exactly.
When I've heard Paul Stanley in an interview, he said once that, you know, well, the Rolling Stones, you know, they'll give you some of those deeper tracks, and I've heard them do deep tracks, but fans don't come to hear the deep tracks. Fan comes to hear the stuff that they expect, Detroit Rock City, and you know, I mean, all the classic.
You can still play those though.
Yeah, but just sprinkle in some deep cuts that fans weren't expecting. That would be a surprise.
Because how awesome would it be if you're like sitting there and they just played, you know, Detroit Rock City, and you're like, okay, and then suddenly they go into like a 3-song medley from The Elder. You'd be like, holy shit, that's freaking awesome. Like, I wasn't expecting that. I don't know. It'd be cool.
I don't think they're going to do it, but I would love it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But, all right, well, so maybe Kiss is listening somewhere in the ether that we will get some of these soundboard recordings. But it's been great visiting Josh. I know Josh has a video up on his channel. Jeff has a video up on his channel as well. So check out these guys. And this is awesome. We're just hanging out with JC in his crib. We got his records behind us. Jeff and I are going to go through his records later on and, see what we can take without Josh noticing. And,
we're always sending him out of the room. Josh.
Yeah, Josh, go get us a beer. And, wait, where did my Kiss records go?
I'm stone cold sober, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah. All kidding aside, this has been great. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on YouTube.
Bye, guys.
Adios.